Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying strong, staying safe. Just getting through this. It's looking like we're nearing the end. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we can get back to church, get back to our normal lives here in the next couple weeks. But we're going to continue doing these videos. And today I want to talk about something that's really important to every Christian, no matter where you're at in your walk. It's important. This is something that we all need to focus on and, remind ourselves of from time to time. And I want to talk about our foundation and what that means and why it's important to talk about that and how we can work on that. And so I'm just going to go straight in and read a couple verses out of the book of Luke. I'm going to read chapter 6, starting at verse 47 through verse 49. And this is red letters, so Jesus is talking. He's saying this. He says, "Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which built a house, and digged deep, and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, and the stream beat vehemently upon the house, it could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built a house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great." So God is saying here, those people that hear my word and act upon it and do it, they have a strong foundation. And when waters come up and rise against you, you're not going to fall. You're going to be strong because you're planted on God. You're planted on the rock, the strong foundation. You're not going to fall. But if you hear his word and you don't really act on it and you don't follow through with those things, you don't have a strong foundation. And when waters come, you're going to fall. And it's important to, during this time, think about that and realize that this is the perfect time to work on our foundation. This is the perfect time to dig into the word and prayer and build that foundation. We're not going to have, I talked about time management, we're not going to have time like this again for maybe ever. So take advantage of this and work on building that foundation. And another reason that your foundation is so important is, think about a building. Think about like a pyramid maybe. The pyramid can only be as big as its base, right? So every calling starts with the foundation. You can't have a powerful calling, whatever you're called to do, wherever you're at with your walk with God, your foundation is extremely important. The foundation is what you build off of. So if you have a small foundation, you can only reach so much, right? And you might be thinking like, well, there's skyscrapers that have a really small base and they're super tall, but the truth of the matter is their foundation is extremely strong. It's rooted in the ground, and that's why those buildings are able to go so high, because they have a strong foundation. Whether we're talking area like a pyramid or strength like a skyscraper, it's important to have a firm, strong foundation, because that's what determines your potential growth, right? So, take this time. Fasting is another thing. Fasting is a complete denial of your flesh, right? Everybody enjoys eating, and flesh is the complete opposite of that. And I think about Demas. I think that was the first lesson I did on this. But he loved the world, and he gave into the things of the world, and missed out on his calling. And that's the perfect example of not having a foundation in God, right? If we're finding our satisfaction in the world, that means that our foundation is in the world, and that foundation is going to be shaky, and it's not going to stand up to the struggles of our lives. But if we're finding our satisfaction in God and we're turning to him for things, and we're building, that means our foundation is in him. And when we do struggle, we're not going to waver. We're not going to be shaken, because we have that foundation in God. And fasting is the perfect way to deny your flesh, deny satisfaction in the world, and force yourself to find satisfaction in God, right? So just take this time and really pray, read your Bible, and try and find time to fast. A lot of us aren't working or going to school or anything, or working from home. And those are all things that we use as an excuse not to fast, myself included, because we need energy and whatever other excuse we can find. But right now it's a perfect time to get into some type of routine with fasting. It's good to fast other things like social media and stuff like that, but I think when it comes down to it, fasting food is the purest way to deny your flesh and amplify your spirit. So, just consider these things I've talked about try to apply them to your life during this time, and build that foundation and watch your calling and your ministry and your overall walk with God grow. So thanks for watching, guys.